Alright guys, quick story. I recently built an AI UGC generation agent, and while the results were good, I kept getting the same feedback. Sohail, the ads aren't consistent, the character keeps changing. And honestly, they were right. So in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how I solved that, how you can generate perfectly consistent character UGC ads every single time using this fully automated workflow. So let's dive in. Okay, so first we will see the output it has produced for us, and I have created a sample which we will test in this particular workflow. Okay, so this is the video and I have downloaded it, and let it load. So that was the ad, and we can do like 8 seconds. Yeah, we can do 8 seconds now. I'm working on an automation which will exceed this number, so stay tuned for that, but right now it's 8 seconds only. And we have created this sheet, and you can find the access to this sheet in description via Notion guide, or join the Skool community where currently are 87 members strong, and we are free right now. After 100 members, community will be paid, so grab your spot. So we have created a sheet with people and products. Okay, these are the product and these are the people. So why we have made product and people different? Because we need to refer this value so that we can, whenever we make new task like this one, it will be same, these two things. But now when I create a product, I can refer the value. So when I change the value here, the task, the product name get updated. Okay, that's how I have made it, so that you can change your product or people description, and your future ads will be based on those. Okay, so you simply have to copy the previous value or refer the value using equal to, then for target audience go to product and click here. Okay, so we got this value. Okay, this is the reference value. So that's how I created the system. You can add new values by adding new products and people and then referring the values. All right, so let me remove this, and we will test for a woman who is in parked car about to go to gym, and she is holding the gummies. These are the creatine gummies, and we have added description this is for. Busy woman who prioritize fitness. So we will test our automation on this one. We will set it as pending, and now I will get back to the workflow. The workflow will fetch all the pending videos from our sheet, then loop through them, set few inputs here, then compose of frames. Okay, so we are using view 3.1, where you can do first prompt, first frame and last frame. So we will compose two frame. This is the first frame and this is the second frame. Then we will move forward and compose images for those two images. It will look something like this. Okay, this is the image. Then once we get the start and end image, we will go on and produce the video using start and end image. Okay, so you can see here I have given it a prompt to generate me a video prompt. Then I have composed a body with two frames, end and start frame. This is the image URLs, and after that we proceed and give everything to Veo 3 via key API. Then we will check whether the video generation is completed or not, or if there are any errors. Okay, if there are any journal errors or internal error, because key API produce two errors. Sometimes it's in their direct code, JSON code, or sometimes it's nested inside. And if it is failing, we will update that it is failed. You can try again. And if it gets succeeded, we save everything back to our Google Sheet. So that was a quick overview of this system. Now we shall start building this, and it will be very quick automation. So let's start. All right, so we have created a new project, AI consistent UGC character ad agent. Now I will add a scheduled trigger which will run every day at midnight. Then it will fetch all the pending Google records, okay, using get rows in sheet. You have to select the sheet. I have linked the sheet in the guide, and you can copy that by simply clicking on the guide link. This is how it will look, and you have to make a copy. We'll come back. Then you have to attach from list task and set filter as pending. Now we will move forward and loop over the task we receive. We will select loop node. Okay, we will do one by one. Then I will add a new node as set records, and now we need to set few records, which will be a composite list of all the data we need. Okay, then aspect ratio we want. We have option of generating landscape as well as portrait, so you can choose between both. Then we will set row number because we need to update at the end of the completion the record. This is done. Now we will move forward and compose a AI agent. This AI agent will basically be generating my frame, start frame and end frame for Vue 3.1. Okay, this is their system prompt. You can find everything in the guide. Okay, this is a free guide, so feel free to check that out. And then we have provided data from the previous step, that is a combined data of everything. Now we need to assign it a AI model. So for that we will be using OpenRouter chat model, and we will connect it, and we are going to use 4.1 mini. Let's move. Then also, since we required output in a particular format, I must have mentioned it somewhere. Okay, it needs to provide me two strings in an array. So we need to validate that, and how we are going to validate is by using a toggle called require specific output format, and you have to select define below not connected chat trigger node, that is the default one. Okay, after that you have to click here and select structured output parser and paste your or assign your data using define using schema. Now we have set a minimum and maximum two result we need, a start and end frame, and it will be of type string. Now that is done, and we will rename this particular parser as JSON parser for two frames. Now we will move forward and execute it. Now it will produce two output for us, so we will split them out and generate images for both of those. For generation of image, we are using OpenRouter again, and OpenRouter is a service you can sign up for, where you can get credits and use them to generate images as well as to run multiple LLMs in a single subscription. Okay, so you get subscription options like Olama, you get Claude, you get Kimi. There are various different available LLM models you can select from. Okay, all the popular ones are also here, so use OpenRouter. Then we are using OpenRouter to generate image via chat completion, and we are using Google Gemini 2.5 Flash image. This is the free model they have on Nano Banana, so it will cost you less credit compared to the pro version they have recently released. Now we have provided it a image of the person from our Google Sheet. We go here, we say Camellia. This is the image of our character. We have provided that as well as a description of what it needs to create with, like this is the product image. Okay, so the Nano Banana has to combine this creatine gummy with the Camellia. Okay, so it will produce the output for us, as well as it has defined a prompt of how the character will be in start and the end frame. Okay, now I will zoom back and execute the whole step. Okay, after the image is generated by OpenRouter, it is uploaded into Key API. I have tried ImageBB, but it was causing problem reading data from ImageBB, so I have used Key API inbuilt file uploading model, and it does not produce any issues with this particular one. Once that is done, so what we have is two frames of the video we want to generate. Now we are going to format everything in one node. Okay, since we are getting two output, we don't want two output, we only want to combine those two, so you can use merge combine node, or I have become lazy and used code to format everything what I need. Okay, so we have a first frame, end frame, combine inputs, aspect ratio, and row number, which was taken from the set node earlier here. Okay, now we will move forward and define our video prompt. Okay, and again this will be using same 4.1 mini model, and the prompt is something like this. This is the combined data. This is how the first image prompt is. So we are providing how the first frame looks because it is generated using prompt. So we are providing the prompt it is generated based on. Okay, then the last prompt, and we have a system description that you are an expert UGC video prompt composer for Google Veo 3. Your job is to compose single complete selfie-style UGC video prompt for Veo 3 based on following details. Okay, you can alter it to based on your particular scenario. Okay, now before making any API calls, we are going to format our body in a particular way. Okay, so we are going to format our prompt images URL, and model will be Veo 3 fast, aspect ratio will be 16:9 for a portrait, then fallback false, translation for true, and this is the important part. Okay, there are three different types of service provided by Key API. Key text to image, text to video, I guess it's image to video. Okay, so there are three different models, so choose correctly, because I wasted like a half a day because I was using a wrong model. Okay, so do make sure to select right model. Now go to Key API, go to AI video API. You will see there are bunch of different APIs. I'm using Veo 3.1 API. There are text to video, there are image to video, and there are reference to video. What we are using here is a first and last frame. Okay, so you need to choose your model correctly and copy the JSON for that. So this one uses references to generate a video. So they have provided character, clothes, and the background to generate the video. We have used two images, start and end frame, to generate a video. Okay, so you can choose what model you need to use and alter the configuration according to that. All right, now we will get back to our agent and see there are two reference to video, and there are other parameter as well. If you click try it, you will get option of different generation type they have. Okay, they have text to video, they have first and last frame, and reference to video. Reference to video, you can provide three image output input. We are using first and last frame. Let's continue. I will execute this. Then we are going to make a call to Key API. Authentication will be done by a secure way. So either you can set your headers here directly and your APIs will be exposed. But if you are using internally, you don't have to worry about it. But what I suggest is you save your credentials. So to save it, select general credential type, header auth, and then you can add your API key here with the header authentication which key requires. Okay, now I'll be back with the video and see what we have got. All right, so we have produced the input body for Veo 3 generation. So it has a prompt, it has two images. This is the input images, this is the first images, and this is the second image. All right, then we are using Veo 3 fast, aspect ratio is 9:16, and we are using first and last frame for video generation. Now we will move on and click to generate our image, and it will take time to generate. Till then, we are going to set up few nodes to set up error handling. Okay, so if in case there is an error in generation, we are going to pass everything back to our Google Sheet and say it failed, status is failed. If there are any internal error like data.error code, we will again raise the error. This is code, and second one is error code. If the condition is passed from this to, we are going to wait for a minute. We are going to wait, and then we are going to check whether the video is generated or not using Veo record info API call, we are again using general credential type, header auth, and you can create your new credential using this button. Okay. Then you have to provide task ID which you receive after this call. Okay, you have received a task ID. You can keep checking whether the task is completed or not. Once you receive an input, okay, once you receive output, not an input from it, it will look something like this: data.response. If it is not there, it will be null. So if it is there, so that's why we are using object exist method, because it will be object, and from that object we are going to extract few things. A single thing, that is a result URL 0, that's a URL of the video. Then we are going to, if this is false, we are going to send this back to this error handling node. Okay, it will check whether there are error or not. If there is no error, it will again wait, again check, and again check the response. If then again it will go back and check error. If no error, wait. That's how our loop will work. Now we will complete our loop by dragging this back to the original loop over items, and this also back to the item to close the loop. Now we have completed the cycle. I will click save and click execute. Now it will execute the entire workflow, and I will be back with the entire thing completed. All right, the workflow is executed completely. You can see there are tick marks everywhere, and we have received status of completed, and we have got the URL of the video which I have downloaded here, and this is the video.
So stay on track and use my energy before every workout.
So this is the video it generated, and you can simply add how many you want here, and it will generate you the UGC style video with a consistent character and the same pace. If you found this helpful, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what automation you want to see next. And if you want the full workflow, or you want me to build something custom for you, all the links are in the description.